Hello, my wonderful future people. Welcome back for another episode of Minecraft with pink trees in it. Today's daily affirmation is classy. Yeah, I don't know how that's an affirmation or what to make of it, but that's what it is. All right, classy. I guess if you keep saying classy to yourself in the mirror, it'll make you more classy. All right, that's the one for today. So it surely will work if you say it enough, and if you really believe in it, you will become classy. All right. If it's not working for you, it's because you don't believe in it hard enough. Okay. Yeah. And on that note, I think I'm done with that bit. Actually, I don't think I like it anymore. I don't think I'm going to keep doing it. From here on, from today on, I'm just going to skip. I'm just going to skip directly. Wait a minute. Why did I take these seeds out? I want to keep those seeds. I'm just going on autopilot all of a sudden. I know exactly what I'm doing. It should be no problem for me. Oh yeah, the beehive. I was gonna fix this first. Oh, I just want to. Yeah. Well, let me finish the thought. So from this episode on, all right, I'm just gonna skip. I'm just gonna go right ahead, right into the episode, and I'm gonna skip the menu screen. I'm done with all of the new age nonsense. None of it's working. Okay, I tried everything. I tried astrology. I tried psychic readings, and I tried calling it, what did I do? Tarot card reading. That didn't seem to work. I thought people were really into tarot cards these days, but there's still, not many people watching this stuff, so I don't think it's working. I mean, seems like I gotta try something else. The thing is, so apparently, as I said before, I think a lot of people just tune out after like half a minute. So apparently, people aren't really digging the menu screen. I gotta try something else. So I'm just gonna jump right into the episode from here on. This episode is actually gonna be pretty substantial. I want to cover I decided I'm gonna not talk about my experience with depression just yet. I know that's what I was talking about in the last episode, and I was originally planning on following through with that and talking more about that in this one. But I think I'm actually not really ready to talk about that yet, because that's a really heavy topic for me. Well, actually, it's not a heavy topic. It's actually a relatively chill topic for me. Depression is a chill topic, I would say. It's not all that intense. I think it actually, I have fond memories because I feel like I'm not depressed anymore. I feel like it's actually kind of a pleasant story of like my, that I will enjoy talking about once I get around to it. So and I'll get there. All right, bear with me. I'm going to talk about it in the future. I think it's an interesting story, and I think it will help people out. Damn it! Seriously, I don't even have cop. I'm gonna have to chop with my iron axe. Use up those precious iron for tree chopping. Man, never done that yet. But I didn't prepare hard enough. I should have been more prepared. So today's topic is going to be kind of a bit of an intense one. I want to talk about egotism. I want to talk about how to feel more comfortable with disparity, all right? Because it seems to me like there's a lot of people these days that are just very sensitive to the reality of disparity, of how their lives are different from other people, and not just different, but people are just obsessed these days with wanting to feel like they're better than other people in some kind of way or other, or at the very least, people want to feel like people want to perpetuate people want to perpetuate the illusion. I don't want to call it the illusion. Well, I guess the appearance. There we go. People want to perpetuate an appearance of equality, even if they feel, even if they know that they're not really actually equal. They want to act like it is, like they are, because they're very uncomfortable with disparity, and they're very uncomfortable with the with the disparity being kind of glaringly obvious. That's what people don't like. That they can't stand it. It's considered rude to shed light to it's considered rude to even to talk about how, to brag, I guess, like people don't like that when you brag about things, or when you like show off or something. So the way to kill bees, I am going to kill the bees. Maybe I might not have to kill the bees. The way to break down, the way to get rid of these apparently is to wait until the bees are out of the hive, because I think that apparently, from what I read, they're not going to attack you if they're not in the hive. Oh, she's going right into the hive right now. Yep, she just went into the hive. No, I can't do it right now. I have to wait until the morning. In the morning, they get out of the hive and they go eat the flowers, or not, they pollinate the flowers, and then they go back into the hive. So while they're pollinating the flowers, from what I understand, I think it's actually safe to just go ahead and break down the hive. Even if it doesn't have a fireplace, the campfire underneath it, or with, you don't, from what I read, from what I understand, I might be wrong about this, but that's what I'm gonna try. And I think there's 2 of them living in there. So I think in the morning I should have no problem with going ahead and breaking down that hive. Lots of iron. I need to make axes. Nothing in these, right? Yeah. More charcoal. I really need more birch wood, though. Dang, I already have a lot of spruce wood. Man, I've been chopping those trees down, haven't I? I'm getting a lot of iron now, too. But no, I like to I like to just hoard iron. I don't care about making things go faster in this game. Like I'm just perfectly comfortable using stone tools, because I don't care about, that I'm doing it slower. It doesn't bother me. Like I enjoy, it's soothing to me to just do things slower in this game. So I just keep using stone tools. I don't care. I don't feel like that's a waste of time. I feel like it's a pleasant activity, so I don't mind it. So it's my preference to do it that way. All right, bees, and that's actually part. That's part of the way to feel better, to not care about disparity. That's one of this. I'll get into that. I'll get into how the way you spend your time actually has a lot to do with this. But no, I don't mean. I'm not about to be all facetious about this topic. I really feel like I can explain to you how to feel completely comfortable with disparity, and not let it just won't bother you anymore after you've watched this video. Okay, all right. I guess there's only one bee in there, and I think I can just go ahead. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay. All right. So if they do get angry at you, they are both angry. So apparently, their stingers aren't gonna work if you use your shield, but they stung you, so it worked. So I'm not gonna die because I have. At worst, you can just drink milk. At worst, you'll just get poisoned, and then you can drink milk, and then it's fine. Okay, so that turned out to be not the case. They will still attack you, even if they're out of the beehive. Maybe they have to be far away. And the shield did work, but apparently only on like one of the bees, or they kept attacking me until that one's gonna die. So after they sting you, they can only sting you once, and then it's just gonna die, unfortunately. I tried, guys. I really tried to save the bees. I thought they weren't going to attack me, but apparently no, they still attacked me. I didn't know that. Okay, from what I read, I didn't really get clear information about this. Okay, I saw conflicting information about this online. So I guess I just had to try the different things. But anyways, that wasn't very painful. They don't really inflict that much damage. I mean, you're gonna get poisoned, and then you know how poison works. It just kind of gradually deals damage until you're down to half a heart, and it won't actually kill you, and you're just gonna be susceptible to a one hit KO from anything unless you drink some milk. Now I need to get more milk, because I now have an empty bucket of milk. I should really just stop using this. Why do I even have this chest anymore? I need the wheat seeds because I'm about to farm there, make a farm. I don't really need these saplings on me. Okay, so here's my plan for the content. All right, I'm working on a cow farm, as you would have known if you watched the previous episode. I want to make a little cow farm there. I also just I'm gonna also need a wheat farm. So I'm thinking there is the room next to it to the right, but it's a hill. I would have to dig a whole bunch more dirt to make space there for a farm. I guess there's kind of room in front of it right there, where that grass is. Because I want both the farm and the cow farm to basically be 11 by 11. They're both just going to be squares. I'm only going to have like eight cows in it max, because that's not a lot of room. I just want small spaces, and I kind of wanted to build a little house there, a little farmhouse that might even be inhabited by a villager. I thought that there was more room over here on this little hill, but there is not. Huh. Well, there's plenty enough room. Like, I'm thinking of having the little house, like on the right there along the dirt, and then have the second floor, have an exit in the second floor that's going up on top of the hill there. But I want to build the house out of oak wood, and I don't have enough birch wood anyways. I mean, I'm gonna chop down this tree real quick for what there is of it, at least, because just to have some birch wood. I'm surprised I had so much spruce wood. I guess those trees are big, and I already cut down like 4 or 5 of them during this playthrough so far. You get a lot of wood out of it, so I guess I'm pretty good on charcoal for the time being. I don't really need to keep chopping that tree down every time it freaking grows. I do need to keep chopping this birch tree down. I only have the one birch tree over here. I guess there's room for me to plant another one over here, but I like this courtyard to just be kind of empty space right there. So anyways, that's the game plan. That's what I'm going to do in the game. And now that I've told you about that, I should have chopped that down while I was gathering leaves from that one or something. So now it's going to take some time to decompose. While that's decomposing, because I want the precious saplings. Oh man, I'm just gonna go ahead and make a hoe. And thing is that the hoe doesn't really accelerate it that much. Like, it's not really gonna be that much faster than doing it by hand. It goes a little bit faster. And I'm doing this for you guys. When I play by myself, I don't even care about how slow it goes doing it by hand. Because as I said, it's a soothing experience for me. Even just breaking down the leaves, I feel like that's a soothing experience that I enjoy. So I don't actually mind even doing it by hand. But just for the sake of respecting my viewers' time at least a little bit. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I did it. All right, I did it. I hope you appreciate that. That I didn't just make you watch me break down. I meant to keep those. Break down leaves. Do I want to keep those? Because I thought I was gonna make birch wood. I mean, oak wood there. Do I even have oak wood saplings? I don't think I even have 4 oak saplings in here. I have nothing in that chest. Everything's still in here. Yeah, I do. I got 8 oak saplings. And there's an oak tree there. A small oak tree. I'm gonna need glass. If I'm gonna farm oak trees, I'm gonna need glass. I'm gonna have 12 glass, because you want to build a roof of glass over the top of your oak trees. I'm gonna leave 4 in here. Yeah, let's do that. Because to prevent them from growing big with the oak trees, you want to use glass. You'll see what I mean. I'm also going to extend the staircase all the way down into that cave. That's what I decided on, and then back up from that cave to the farm. Or maybe I'll just put down a whole bunch of dirt into that cave area. But basically, like, I don't think I'm going to build a bridge over this. I think I'm just going to have the staircase going all the way down, and then just place like a few layers of dirt or something, or just maybe I'm gonna shovel that down. But I kind of want to do that after I get the farm going, because I really want to get the farm going, just so that I'm hoarding some, collecting some cow skin, leather. That's what it's called. Some cow leather. All right, let's do this. I need to chop down this tree. Yeah, so I'm gonna build a house right there. The farmhouse is gonna be. This is plenty of space. This is more than 11 blocks, and I'm gonna have more than enough space over here. I can place down a whole bunch of dirt over here to kind of expand this layer of dirt out in that direction to give myself enough room for the wheat farm. I think I'll manage to do that in this episode. Let's get to the freaking philosophical content here, all right? What you guys really want to hear about. Nobody cares about Minecraft gameplay. People watch this channel for the philosophical content, right? Isn't that what you guys are here for? I don't know. I hope that it's a mix of people. I hope that there's people here that enjoy the Minecraft content, and also people that enjoy my ramblings about philosophy, my proudly ignorant ramblings about things. Oh yeah, I need to light up the cave that's under here so that I don't get harassed by zombies and creepers that want to jump me from out of this cave. Oops. Something like that, just to make sure that I can sleep safely at the top. Because that's, last time I had to just go home because I felt I didn't feel safe enough to sleep in here. I mean, not in here, above here. There we go. Above, on top of on the dirt over the top of this cave. This is a big cave. I didn't expect it to be such a big cave. Oh, this goes out over here into this little opening. Huh. Damn it. There we go. That's where I wanted. Yeah, I guess one of the disadvantages of playing without the user interface is not having a crosshair. But what I do, I'm about to reveal a major secret of the way of my methodology here. I have a tiny, barely visible little black dot that I drew with a Sharpie marker on my computer screen. I have a tiny black permanent dot at the very center of my screen that is where the crosshair would normally be. And that is as much as I need, of the user interface for my purposes. Because most of the time I can see that tiny black dot to tell me where the center of the screen is, which is how I determine where to place the torches on top of the fence. That's how I do it, guys. If anybody was wondering how I did not mean to do that. I actually meant to just place a torch down there. And then I just remember where my tools are, where I put things in my inventory slots. Is it still, it's probably already too dark now. I've waited too long to go sleep. I bet it's night. Yeah, it's already deep into the night. I should just sleep inside of the cave then, because, well, I left a bed up here, didn't I? I didn't even leave a bed up here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go sleep inside of the cave. It's probably gonna be safer at this point to sleep inside of the cave. Like over here, maybe. Yeah, I'll sleep over here. Yeah. The placement of the bed is very important. Of the temporary bed that you're going to break down in the morning, it's very important. It needs to feel just right for you to get a good night's sleep. In case you didn't know, it's a pro tip. That's the pro tip for the day. Alright, I really want to talk about disparity and how to feel comfortable with disparity, because in today's world, many people don't. And this condition, this I'm not. I guess that's the maybe. I mean, it's kind of the right word, but not really. This ailment, of having a problem with the disparity, the inescapable disparity of life. This ailment is colloquially known as egotism, or at least that's what I call it. I guess there's also such a thing that's called colloquially as narcissism. And you know what? I actually consider those things to be exactly the same thing. I consider narcissism and egotism to be entirely one and the same thing. And I'm sure that psychiatrists will disagree with me about this. And I don't trust psychiatry. I think that it's dubious, conjectures, speculative conjectures that are completely unverifiable. So I trust my intuition better than I trust the psychiatrists out there. I don't trust them whatsoever. And my intuition is, excuse me, that narcissism and egotism are one and the same thing, and it all is just a matter of people wanting to feel like they're better than other people in some way or other, and having, wanting to feel like they are better and other people are worse. And people get extremely obsessed about this, and even if you're not, you might not be obsessed with it, but people are extremely uncomfortable when they, I probably don't need that much dirt. I don't know how much dirt. I'm gonna probably end up putting more than half of that back. Do I need to eat? I need to eat. I forgot to even look at my health after I never ate after the bees damaged me. And that's what I get for playing without interface. I have to use their interface. But it's worth it. It's very soothing. It might eventually cost me my life, but it's worth it because I like the aesthetic of not having the user interface turned on. It's just so clean without it. It just looks so clean without the... I don't like how the thing that you're looking at, the block gets highlighted. I don't like that. I don't like seeing the things at the bottom. I like the cinematic feeling. It is raining. And I don't have an umbrella because in Minecraft it is impossible to create an umbrella, unfortunately. But that's alright. I'm okay with getting soaked, at least for the day. Maybe in the future I'll make sure I'll get fancy, and I'm gonna make sure to always be inside or in a cave somewhere when it rains, just to avoid being soaked. Because I don't really like it that much. I prefer not to be getting soaked, but for right now I really want to get this farm going, so I'm just gonna be okay with it. I want to build a little house. Oh, that's right, I was gonna get the trees growing, my oak wood trees. I need to get the oak wood trees growing. And I really want to get into this freaking subject, alright, that I haven't even started to talk about yet. I didn't get any saplings at all from that. Oh, and I need to put glass down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you want to put glass above it, like that. And that will keep them from growing big. And then it won't be such a hassle to chop it all down. I can't believe I got like no saplings at all from that tree. Can't believe it. Oh, there's a pillager, a couple of pillagers. That's alright, they're not gonna notice me. Okay. Well, since I barely have any wood, I put my wood in the chest for some reason. I need to, hold on, I'm gonna need a lot of oak wood for this house. It's gonna take a while to gather up enough oak wood for that. I guess I could at least outline where it's gonna go. God damn it, I really need to get into the topic of today's video. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't expect to have to talk so much about what I'm doing. Thought I had this figured out. 1, 2. I'm gonna have to turn on the interface with 3, 4, 5. Oh man, goes right into my chest there. I want it to not run into my chest. I promise, I will get to the topic. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to be 7 blocks wide. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sure, 11 blocks long. Sure, that's going to be sufficient. I just want a small house, a small little farmhouse. Yep, that will do it. Alright, and while I'm waiting for the oak logs to grow, I can go ahead and get the fences down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, that's the 11th block. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't need the interface for this. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. I didn't need to count that. I already have the block there. And then over here, I like to build to have I like to grow a big oak tree. And then put buttons onto the oak tree, so like maybe like right here. Or maybe like right in the middle, in between. All planted right in between. No, I kind of want it to look a little staggered. I think I'm going to plant it right here. I'm going to have buttons on either side of this. And then I'll have a gate over here going to the farm. Into the wheat farm. Yeah, the wheat farm. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. That's gonna be fine. I'm gonna have a gate there. There's gonna be a gate there, gate there. I'm gonna have a second. Do I want a second oak tree like over here as well? All right. While I'm deciding that, let's go ahead and finish these fence posts real quick. 4, 6, 7. Oops. 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 5. Just have to make sure that is the right number. God damn it! I'm never gonna get to this freaking topic. I guess it takes a lot of attention to actually be building things. It's not the kind of monotonous activity that doesn't require any thinking whatsoever that you kind of really need to be able to talk about things. Man, I'm barely gonna get into this topic today, aren't I? Just like with the last episode, I barely got into talking about appreciating life. I'm gonna try. Okay, I'm gonna at least try to like break the ice on this topic and get into it a little bit. So I think there's like 3 kinds. There's 3 basic kinds of disparity. I'm gonna want a freaking I'm gonna want another gate over here. So I kind of want access to this from this side. Or do I? Is that really that important though? Maybe it's not really that important. No, it is important. I really want a gate from that side. From this side. Over here. Well, in that case, how about I'm just gonna have a pillar. I'm gonna have a pillar over here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have a pillar over here, and I'm gonna have the oak wood growing in a different spot. I have a pillar there. I'm gonna have an oak tree like over there somewhere. Oh, come on. I'm out of torches? Are you for reeling me? Alright, there we go. There's 3 kinds of disparity. Okay? Damn it. 6. I want my fence posts on 6. 5. This is going to be the cow farm. It's going to be designated by a stone block in the center. Because you want a stone block to stand on to feed your cows. And you're gonna have some space to yourself because the cows are gonna huddle all around you when you're holding the wheat. So I like to have a stone block in the center, feed the cows. And over here, I like to have. Well, you're gonna have to have. Oops, that's the wrong spot. You're gonna have to have a water. You're gonna have to have water there. Now I have 2 empty buckets. I really need to get some milk and some water now. It is nighttime already, guys. I swear, I'm gonna talk about disparity in this episode and how to feel comfortable with disparity. There's 3 kinds of disparity. There's moral disparity, which is the biggest one for people. People really like to virtue signal, and people want to feel like they're superior to you on some kind of an inherent spiritual level on their soul. They're ethically superior. They make better decisions. They can exercise discipline better than you can, and they're more ethically minded than you are. 3, 4, 5. That's kind of the biggest one for people, and to some extent, I think that's actually kind of cope. It's cope for their disparity over the other 2. The other 2 are fiscal disparity and social disparity. All right. I mean, the fiscal one is kind of the most obvious one. Yeah, there's a tremendous amount of disparity in how much money people. I don't have any more water to save myself from the fall. That's all right. I'll just take some damage. Can I leap all the way over there? No, I can't. I can jump onto a fence post. Oh, I can do something like this. Nope, that did not work. I meant to place a block of dirt down on the fence post. I failed. It's all right. I need to get water and cow milk. No, I don't even need to eat. I'm still good. Oh, I want to wait for that entire tree to grow before I chop it down. I need to go grab water and grab milk. Because you want to have that stuff on you at all times. Okay. Very important stuff. Am I going to have to kill those pillagers just to get some water? Because the water's over there. No, I don't. I'm going to just go around them. And I can get some cow milk on the way. There's the milk. And remember to appreciate the beauty of life. There's Clarity Mountain right there. Very beautiful Clarity Mountain. Beautiful cow that I failed to appreciate the cow. I should have spent some more time looking at it. There's the pink trees. Damn it. Failing really hard in this episode. I'm barely gonna even talk about the topic that I'm trying to mention here. I'm sorry, you guys. This was not planned. I'm winging everything. Everything about this channel is improvisational, and I never know how much time I'm actually gonna get to talk about things, because I don't like to just record and then talk, and then edit and talk over the gameplay, because I want to comment on the gameplay while I'm playing as well, and I kind of want to prioritize that over the falafelizing, because I want to talk about the game too, because I actually really like Minecraft. All right, so I want to talk about what I'm doing in the game, and I kind of want to prioritize that over the philosophical content. The philosophical content is kind of like a fill-in. Okay, it's mainly fill-in. I mean, to me, frankly speaking, the game is more important. Okay, but I wanted to have some filler for the monotonous parts of the game, and that's why I come up with various topics to talk about. So yeah, there's a moral disparity, a financial disparity or fiscal disparity, and social disparity, which is I would say is the most important one. But all 3 of these are kind of elusive, okay? Because here's the thing. First thing to keep in mind. In reality, this stuff, all 3 of these, only matters to us only really matters, only really hurts if we lack the bare necessity, if we lack the bare minimum. So like once you have the bare minimum in all three of these regards, they're not going to be painful anymore to you. Like it's not, unless you get really jealous. I mean, I guess people get really addicted to jealous, or not addicted. Like a lot of people, it's kind of like a psychological thing, like where a lot of people feel painfully envious of people that are doing better than they are, even if they're pretty comfortable themselves. Even if they already are pretty well off. A lot of people still find it just painful to be aware that other people are still doing better than they are, and actually people get kind of addicted to continuously wanting to try to continuously still continue to elevate themselves further and further, no matter how much better their lives get. And I'll talk about that. I'll talk about how to escape that psychological trap. Okay, so first of all, in all three of these cases, what's really painful is when your basic necessities aren't met. When you don't have enough money. In today's world, there's such a thing as welfare. Your basic needs are basically guaranteed if you live in a first world country. So your basic necessities are practically it's a third world problem. It's not even a problem for you if you live in the United States or in Europe. I mean, you might be fairly poor, but the government will help you out with that. And you might still be it might not help you out very much, or it might not feel like very much, but you'll have something to eat. You'll have some kind of shelter. I mean, there's still homeless people. There's plenty of homeless people, houseless people. That's not. I'm not saying it right. What's the politically correct word now? Unhoused people, because that saying unhoused makes it so much better than saying homeless. Oh, because you don't want to say less. That just feels so offensive. I don't get that. I just don't understand that. Because you know what? Everybody still thinks. They're still thinking homeless in their heads. It doesn't really change. I don't get that. All right, let's just call things what it is. Let's just what people are used to. But that's a separate topic. The words and the way we feel about words. I'll get into political correctness. These are all separate topics for other videos. I'm really just scratching the surface now on this topic, aren't I? I haven't gotten into it to any extent to what I actually wanted to talk about. So yeah, in all three of these regards, what's really important is to have the basic necessities. Have enough money. Having enough money really comes down to, do you have enough money to prioritize your health? Because that's the other thing. You might have enough money, but you're having to work, and while you're working full time, it can be very difficult, very challenging to also tend to your health. I'm gonna go ahead and chop this one down in hopes that I will get more saplings out of it, so I can get more oak build faster. But I also need to make some planks. I think I already have some planks at home, but I didn't bring them with me, so I'm gonna have to make new planks for that oak tree, because I want to grow a tall oak tree. Should I grow it in the middle? I could grow it in the middle. I usually have an oak tree growing like in some staggered spot, like right here. Yeah, I'd rather do that than have it like right in the middle, because then I think it's gonna not look right with the house being there. Should I have it like right where that light is? No, I kind of want it a little off center. And this post is gonna be a single height post if I'm gonna have the tree here. I'm gonna have the tree right here. Oh. Then I'll have a couple of gates to either side of the tree. and the reason I'm doing this is so if you have, I want this in the corner. You want to. This is how I do it. At least you want to have. No, it's too far. It's too far. Right here. I have corner to there. Corner. Oops. No, that was right. No, it's not. No. Okay. User interface. Okay. There we go. There we go. That's what I meant. What you want to do is you want to place slabs around where you would place the sapling. So I think either the top or the bottom. I'm going to experiment with this and try to place it at the top. I normally place them at the bottom. I hope that this works, because you can actually crawl underneath it. You can place it at the top. I have never tried this thing. I normally have placed it at the bottom, so I hope this works. Alright, now I need saplings. I need more saplings. I should have brought the hoe with me. I'm going to need a new hoe anyways. Might as well make a new hoe. Alright, well, I got one extra sapling right there. Alright, that's good. Any more saplings? Precious, priceless saplings. No, that's it. So, yeah, I mean, it's really nice to have enough financial resources to be able to take a break from work, to tend to your health, to be able to prioritize your health. That's very nice, and even in first world countries, we typically lack that. We typically do not have enough money to just take a prolonged break from work. But in large, you know what? In large part, that's because we end up getting ourselves in debt. We just don't, typically, people don't save up. People choose to spend more than they have and go into debt instead of living cheaply and saving up. So in some part, that is a choice. I could technically take a break from work currently, but I'm trying to save up for a house, and that's going to take me a long time, and I'm not gonna. So I don't want to do that. I mean, even though that probably would help me, but I'd rather not. But I'm doing a lot better than a lot of people who don't have that option, and a lot of people who don't live in a country that has a substantial welfare program. Right? So it's really nice to not have to rely on welfare, but after that, like once you're making enough money to be able to own a house, if you own a house and you have enough money to pay for your kids' expenses, to raise kids, to be a parent, to have a family, and maybe even have enough money to allow your spouse, your wife, and yes, I do believe that the lady should do this, not the man, although that is debatable, and I respect I respect couples that choose to do it the other way and have the man stay at home. I do consider that to be a feasible option. But I would want to be I personally would prefer not to be the stay-at-home dad. But I feel like that's a personal call. So, maybe you can even afford to allow your spouse to stay at home with the kids, at least when they're growing up. And actually, that is very, statistically speaking, that is very good for your kids. But, but beyond that, beyond owning a house and being able to live off of a single income for at least multiple years, and perhaps even I also believe that parents ought to purchase a house for their children, because that helps you tremendously if you're growing up. If you just already have a house, you could save money a lot quicker and have the liberty to take breaks from work to prioritize your health. I mean, and to save up money for your kids' houses. So that does help tremendously to be able to save money for a house for your children. So yeah, there's a level of fiscal stability, all right, that is very nice to have, that I would call kind of a minimum. That not a minimum. I mean, let's call that like a moderate, like a secure, financially secure level of finance. Oh yeah, I needed one more plank to cover the dirt. And then I should go ahead and freaking plant. Why did I not plant the wheat yet? I have the wheat seeds. I should freaking plant. It's because I've been trying to talk about, trying to do too many things. Just too many things from my little brain to process simultaneously is what's going on. Okay. Like that, and then I like to have fence post in the middle. Okay, now I can do this. I'm drinking seltzer water. That's why I'm burping. I'm not getting. It's not beer. I swear I'm not drunk while I'm recording these. I don't drink very much at all. Although I do drink some on occasion. I don't live an entirely sober lifestyle as some very cool people do. But anyways, I want to get back to the topic as much as I can, because I'm barely going to cover any of it apparently. So yeah, there's physical. Beyond that, beyond like a certain level of financial stability, I would say it basically becomes freaking trivial how much more you have after that. If you have enough to feel like you have financial stability, you can take breaks from work. You can allow your kids to just take some time off. To take the time to after they to take you. If you can homeschool your kids, I think that's wonderful. I'll get to that. That's a separate topic. That's a whole education is a separate topic. But I think it's very healthy. It's a very good practice to just subsidize your kids to just live, to just do whatever they want for a few years and not have to work and not have to go to school. I think that's very healthy to do. It's good, very good for your kids to do that and to just financially subsidize them for a while. Yeah, after that, after you bought the house for yourself, bought the house for your kids, you get to a point where I believe it becomes basically trivial how much more you have after that, and your retirement is good, and that's a lot, all right. And that is I will give I'll grant that's a lot, all right. That's a pretty high level of financial stability, but it's not gonna look extravagant, even that. I would say that's like a moderately. That's what the middle class is supposed to look like. All right, that's what the American dream is supposed to be. Having a house for yourself. I guess buying a house for your kids is a little bit beyond that. Guess I don't really need these dirt blocks anymore. I might need them again, because that tree might come out to be pretty unsatisfying. If the tree doesn't look the way I want it to look, I'm totally going to chop it down and try to get it to grow again. But yeah, basically if you put the planks around it like this, that's going to force it to be a big tree, which is the opposite of what the glass blocks do on top of that tree. That's why I did that, and I don't need all of this dirt. So yeah, after that, I would say it becomes kind of trivial how much more money you have. Because you know what? The luxuries, spending money on luxuries, it doesn't actually improve your life. It really doesn't. It's completely trivial. It's entirely appearance. Luxuries are for the appearance of extravagance. It just makes you look fancy. But in reality, enjoying your time is very cheap. I mean, you can spend like how much does Minecraft cost now? $20? $40? Maybe I don't remember how much it costs now. I bought this game like when it released, basically at 1.0, or I'm not sure. Was it even for sale during beta? I don't remember. I bought this game as soon as it freaking was available to purchase, and I played it before it was available to purchase. But however much Minecraft costs, it doesn't cost that freaking much. And then that's it. You can just your enjoyment of life is basically 100% satisfied. You can is my humble opinion. You can just play Minecraft indefinitely and enjoy yourself playing Minecraft indefinitely, and use up all of your free time playing Minecraft exclusively, And that's a very satisfying life. There you go. You don't need any more than that to enjoy your life. And that's an extreme example. But I mean, the point is, it doesn't take much to actually enjoy your time. Okay, it's not very expensive. The things that cost a lot of money are kind of trivial. Like, you don't really need to do those things, because there's other things that are also enjoyable that don't cost as much and that are perfectly fine, that are perfectly enjoyable. You can enjoy just going out to walk around in nature, spend some time in nature. It's very enjoyable to do that, and it doesn't it's public parks are free. So you don't even need to spend the money on Minecraft. You don't really even need that. So, just the amount of money you need to spend to actually enjoy yourself is very little. So I would say, luxuries is completely trivial. There's no actual, it doesn't matter how much more other people have than you, past a certain point, past the point of financial security. And that's before you get there, before you get to financial security. I think it's entirely understandable that it's kind of frustrating to people that they don't have that while other people do. I feel you. That is kind of frustrating. But you know what? That is the human condition. That is the state of misfortune that we currently live in, and I do believe that it's conceivable to make the world a better place, and to make it so that no human on earth has to endure that. I really believe that. I really believe that it is possible, if we really get our act together, to put together a system, a financial system, an economic system, to wield our economics in such a way. And I think this could be done with pure capitalism, with just regular old capitalism. I'm not one of those socialist communist people that would advocate for the expansion of the welfare state. I do not advocate for that. Although I also don't have that much of a problem with it either. I'm not I'm not one of your traditional conservative that would just be flatly opposed to all sorts of welfare. I mean, I do think that in an ideal world, we shouldn't need welfare. I think the world would be a better place if everybody's needs were entirely met with donations, and we just didn't need the welfare state at all. But I think that's a very gradual process for us to get there, to get to that stage. And I do believe that we should be working towards that. But in the meanwhile, I think it's okay to continue on with the welfare state that we have. I mean, I think it would probably be good fiscal policy, a good matter of fiscal policy, to try to not expand it, to try our darnness to spend less money. Although here's the thing, the majority of the spending goes on freaking warfare. So that's a much bigger expense than welfare. So I have a much bigger beef with how much we spend on warfare than how much we spend on welfare. But those are topics that I would cover in other videos. All right, I don't want to get into that right now. What I was trying to say is that how you compare. I mean, past a certain point, how much you compare with other people in terms of how much money you make becomes completely trivial. It's already day 60, guys. It's already day 60. Time flies by so fast when you're having interesting conversations. That's it. It's already day 60. I have to end the episode on this day, and I guess I'll pick this up. Yeah, I got impatient. I wasn't meaning to record another episode until Sunday. I got impatient with myself again and really wanted to go ahead and record, because I really thought I was going to get through all this. I have so many things planned. I have so many things written in my index card that I wanted to talk about in this episode, and I barely talked about any of it. And I didn't even get the farm bill. I mean, I guess that's just going to take me longer than expected. Everything in Minecraft takes forever. All right, that is the number one thing to remember about Minecraft. So even a very modest project like this is going to take me like decades. I mean, several like several dozens of days apparently. I mean, it'll probably take at least one more episode because the house is going to be a big thing. I'm going to barely even get to talk about anything in the next episode because I'm going to be having to spend a lot of time talking about how I'm building this little house, my little tiny miniature farmhouse that I'm going to build. That's going to take a long time, just that alone. But anyways, at least they got the wheat farm going, right? Yeah. We'll see how long it takes for that tree to grow. Sometimes they take a very long time to grow. All right. Well, I guess I talked a little bit about physical disparity. I wanted to talk, more about what to do if you are in that camp of if you feel like you basically are a poor person that does not have the resources to buy yourself a house or buy your kids a house or to have to take a break from work to focus on your health. I am in that camp. All right, I am in that camp. I'm basic. I would consider myself a poor person because my parents do not have the luxury to just subsidize my life. Currently, I do have to work for a living. I do not qualify for any kind of disability or any kind of government support. I'm a single dude that is sufficiently. I mean, I struggle with health problems. I should just end the episode there because there's no need for me to go home. There's really no need for me to go home. I should just end the episode here at this farm, and this is where I'm going to begin the next episode. I'm going to skip the loading screen, the menu screen. Yeah, but there's just so much more I wanted to talk about in this one. So much more. I'm just barely scratching the surface here. I'll have to talk more about this. I'll try to talk more about this in the next episode. All right. Sorry I didn't really get very far with this one. All right. I hope it was enjoyable nevertheless. I do believe that I will eventually seek out the right kind of audience for this channel. I do think that there are people out there that kind of really like this kind of content, of just that like Minecraft and also appreciate people just talking honestly about what they make of things of the world and how to deal with these issues with the difficulties of life. God damn, it's already midday. But yeah, I wanted to talk about how your social capital is actually the most important thing. I guess I just want to let me just end this by giving a brief teaser of what more I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about how your social capital is actually the most important thing and how there's a tremendous amount of disparity in that regard, and how to think about that in a way that would make you feel less frustrated by it. And I do have some answers to that, and how to feel about having to live on very limited financial resources, and how to feel not so frustrated by that, and even about your sense of moral integrity, because some people kind of struggle with that. Some people feel like they are susceptible to envy and to vindictiveness. And I think to a certain extent that's human. It's human to be that way, and I think we can have the compassion for ourselves to. I don't think it's that bad of a thing, and I think it's okay. It's okay to get jealous about things, and I think we should have some compassion for ourselves to be more forgiving of ourselves. I think recognizing determinism, recognizing that in the end nobody has free will, and this was basically going to be the main thing that I was going to talk about, how determinism is a massive antidote against the frustration of egotism. Because in the end, if you were anybody else, you would do the exact same thing as they're doing, and the disparity that you encounter in life is entirely a matter of luck, and you should never feel. You shouldn't. You'll still feel shame and guilt regardless, depending on what your circumstances are. You're still going to feel those feelings even if you don't believe in free will. But not believing in free will kind of puts a cap on those feelings. It allows it kind of prevents them from getting out of hand, from becoming disproportional. It makes them you'll still feel those feelings, but you'll feel like you're allowing yourself to feel them for their utilitarian, for the utility, for the biological utility that they represent, that they give you. I'll get to all of that in future episodes. I really have to end this one, and it's been a long one. So I probably went over an hour. All right, I made it to day 60. All right, I don't even know. It might be hard to find a good thumbnail for this one. I don't know. I didn't really look around. Isn't really a whole. I should go closer to those pillagers, and maybe that's going to be my thumbnail. Looking at the pillagers. Look at those guys. Alright guys, that's it. That's it for the day. Shadowlay, my fellows. Shadowlay.